Have you ever faced a decision where one choice seemed easy and fun, and the other seemed, well, a lot harder? This is a story about two friends, two paths, and a choice that changed everything. Once there were two young men named Eliab and Natan. They grew up in the same village, shared the same dreams for a good life, and learned the same lessons from their elders. One sunny afternoon, they found themselves standing at a crossroads. Two paths stretched out before them, each leading to a different destiny. The first path was wide, smooth, and bustling with activity. Laughter echoed through the air, music played from every corner, and colorful signs were posted all along the way. They read things like, "No rules here," "Instant gratification," and "Do whatever feels good." It looked like a non-stop party. Nathan's eyes lit up. He turned to Eliab and said, "Look at this. This is what life is all about. Why wait for happiness? Why be so strict with ourselves? Life is short. I'm choosing the fun road. Wisdom can wait." And with a wave, he jogged down the wide path, quickly disappearing into the joyful crowd. At first, Natan's journey was everything he had hoped for. The days were filled with excitement, and the nights with endless celebration. He did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He thought he had found true freedom. But as time went on, things started to change. The bright lights of the path began to dim. The music, once joyful, now sounded hollow and repetitive. The friends he made along the way were just as focused on themselves as he was, and they vanished as soon as the fun stopped. The path, once smooth, became rocky and steep. The constant pursuit of pleasure left him feeling empty and exhausted. Natan found himself alone, tired, and lost in a place that had once promised so much happiness. It was just like the ancient wisdom says, "Pleasure without understanding is fleeting, and the laughter of fools is loud but doesn't last." Sin often disguises itself as freedom, promising a good time but delivering a heavy burden. Now, let's go back to the crossroads and see what Eliab did. He looked at the wide, noisy path, and then he looked at the second path. This one was much different. It was narrow, quiet, and required a steady pace. There weren't as many people on it, and there were no flashy signs promising instant rewards. It looked like it would require patience and effort. Eliab remembered the teachings of his elders. He thought about the long-term peace he truly desired, not just a moment of fun. He chose the narrow road. His journey wasn't always easy. There were times he felt tempted by the sounds of the party drifting over from the other path. He had to learn to be patient, to listen to good advice, and to say no to things that he knew were wrong, even when they seemed appealing. But his path had its own unique beauty. It was steady. It was secure. When storms of life came in, they come for everyone. Eliab found he was on solid ground. His heart was calm and his steps were firm because he had built his life on a foundation of wisdom. He learned that true wisdom isn't about missing out on fun. It's about guarding your heart so you can enjoy a deeper, more lasting peace. As the proverb says, those who walk wisely walk securely. So we have two friends and two very different outcomes. Natan's path promised quick happiness, but led to regret and loneliness. Eliab's path required discipline and patience, but it led to stability, security, and a profound sense of peace. This story reminds me of a powerful verse from Proverbs. The wise see danger and take refuge, but the foolish keep going and suffer for it. Wisdom isn't just about knowing things, it's about seeing ahead. It protects you before trouble even arrives. Foolishness, on the other hand, ignores all the warning signs and walks straight into danger. In our own lives, we face these crossroads every single day in big and small ways. The easy road will always be there, calling out with promises of immediate pleasure. But God's wisdom offers something far better, a path that leads to true, lasting life and peace. The choice is always ours. Which path will you choose? Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps us walk wisely. See you next time.